Hello everybody, this is Molly. How are y'all doing? Well, I've got just about 10 minutes left on my battery. I'm going to see if I can get through this in 10 minutes. So, here we go. I had watched a bunch of videos on YouTube, which of course I'm addicted to, and seen a lot of great ideas for mini albums. So I tried a couple, and I never follow the instructions completely. I always find that I take about 2 or 3 different ideas and hybrid them together to get something that I like. But so here's the mini album that I came up with. This one right here was the first prototype that I did, and I used the Prima papers. I think it's the Madeleine collection from this spring, and it was very pretty, but not completely happy with this version. I want to show it to you, and then you could probably take it from there and see what you could do with it. But here's the beginning to it. The album's about 6 inches wide, maybe 6.5 inches wide, and then about 9 or so inches tall, so it's a great size. And then of course here's the inside, just kind of bright and cheery. And what the advantage of this album was, and then guys, let me just back up for a second here. I want to show you, I used my cinch, and then these are the little jelly spirals that just twirl in, which I really like. The only thing I'm a little not so much in love with is when you open the book, it takes it, see how it kind of ends up to where it's a little bit farther down. It's like each page kind of lays down. So when you're trying something like this, it does make it a little complicated, but it was fun. But what the advantage of this book is this one right here I did to where not quite 4x6, but almost 4x6 pictures would fit in here. See how this flips? And then this flips, and it's going to be more 3x5s fit in there, or something a little smaller, or mementos or journaling squares. You can see this is, I'm just kind of playing with it. And then here's another smaller one. So, great idea. Now what these are is I made the envelopes myself out of different papers, just cardstock papers, which I have an abundance of, so I was happy to get to use that. And then this page I made taller, and what happens with it is, let me see if I can get it to work. Well, if I could, the sides open, so tags would come out this way. So on these flaps, all of them open at the top, and tags will fit in, which I haven't made any of the tags yet. I just wanted to show you what I've done so far. See how they all open along the top, and things would insert. So you'd have some pretty stuff coming out of the top, or the little file tabs coming out. And then these insert from the side. So the book kind of just repeats itself, as you can see. And I did some where the little piece lays on top, some where it lays on bottom, just whatever kind of worked for me. And then it was fun for me to get to play with papers and see as they flip over, how are they still, a good match. These envelopes I did much deeper and bigger, so that you've got more opportunity to get some tall pictures in, or bigger mementos and things, whether it's recipes, address files, different things like that, calendars, things like that you may want to keep, and just made those out of the prints, so you get 2 larger size envelopes. And then here's another one of the pages to where it opens on the side, and this one I left so I could stamp on it and do some different things there. Same thing here, stamp, do some embellishments up there, papers here, and then you can see here where I've done it, flipping, flapping, flooping. There's a little, I've got myself worded here I want to hang on to. So this was my first one. Now this is a full page, so it gives you a page for a big picture, and then of course on the insertions on the side. And again, so just kind of repetitive there, but I like to get to use the different papers. Again, I tried to give myself places for big pictures or bigger journaling spots, list, calendars, things like that. You could see where this one right here I may want to make for my New Year's resolution, or spring list, things like that, or just a pretty address book or something. I just don't know, but I'm just playing with it. So that's the first one I did. So not quite happy with it, but like it, but not, it wasn't the be-all end-all that I wanted. Not going to throw it out, but going to see what I developed. From there, what I did was a different one, different size, a little bit bigger, and you can get 4x6s without trimming them. Okay, maybe you have to trim them about 1/4 of an inch, but not much. So I did one with fall. The first book I made all the envelopes from cardstock myself. This second book I used envelopes. Now these envelopes, these and the cardstock that I use is craft from Michaels. Love, great quality. The Michaels basic cardstock and craft envelopes. These right here are from Archivers, and it was actually a pack of 3 shades of green. I bought like 3 shades of blue, 3 shades of lilac, 3 shades of green, and I used 2 of the shades here. So it was a simple case of sealing them shut and then just razoring off the edge so it made a pocket on each one of them. You could see where you could make the pocket this way if you want, or across the top. So those are the kind of the ingredients. And then this is the paper line I used. This is an OK & Company paper line. I'm calling it the Tuscan Fall. I don't remember what the exact name it is. I'll look it up and put it. I do have some extra. I'm thinking about making some kits of it because I do have some extra, you know, kind of hoarding up some paper. I bought a couple of pads of it, and there was like 3 or 4 each of the papers in the pad, so I have enough to do some more. Or make kits of them if any of y'all might be interested. But anyway, so this one's a little bit bigger, and then of course every day contains at least one small miracle. So you could see where this would make a great journaling or calendar, or just, you know, a book to keep in your car to throw things in and keep your receipts and stuff. Okay, so here's the inside of it, a little bit more bohemian looking, or like I say, the Tuscan sun look. This one right here, I was trying to use just one of each of the papers without, you know, see how far I could stretch it. So I ended up on this cover having to patchwork myself the thing. I kind of like it though. This one right here, I just happen to have a little one left where the flower could go here and a picture goes underneath it. Here you see the craft envelope open at the top. Now remember, these are just the beginnings. I haven't done the embellishments or tags and things, but I did, let me back up here. I did put in to show you. Now I haven't embellished them or covered them or anything, but like this one would fit in the top, and see it, that's a nice big piece, 4x6, almost 4x6 picture would fit on there. Here's the next one. Of course, so I tried to give myself places for landscape and journaling, and then you see where the tags would come out of the sides here. Again, I have not put the tabs on them or covered them or anything, just wanted to give you all an idea. I've done a couple of cute, you know, sliders and things like that already, just to get myself started. But isn't that pretty paper? I hope this angle's not too bad. So that flaps over, and then what I tried to do is no matter where you flap it, it's still pretty. I made myself a little pocket here. Ladies, all of y'all do beautiful work. I'm so just joyous to get to watch those things. But I think her name is Clare, but it's Charlie Jones, and some numbers. Has a YouTube channel. Her books are phenomenal. I mean, absolutely out of this world phenomenal. Very clean, but yet very detailed. So I've just been enamored with her work lately and find myself copying it. Well, she used the Tim Holtz dies to make pockets and things like that. I ended up making just like a little flap look. Of course, it's lined all the way underneath here, and then I just cut a separate piece and glued it down to make a pocket. But I just thought that was kind of cute. So it flaps over. Okay, and then this one says, an act of kindness is a breath of fresh air. And then for a little surprise, it opens up. Isn't that beautiful? Now who's going to cover that? I don't know. I'll have to put something down here and then pictures over here. But, and just a little magnet, which you can almost not see on that leaf. So, and then this one right here, the way I did the page, I still have my pockets, my 2 pockets, but the way I glued this flap on, it gave me a place to hide a really large piece. So if I do some more of these, which I think I will, because I really like the format of them, I'll probably hide myself a couple more of those in them. But this one right here, isn't that paper just stunning? Just absolutely stunning. And I don't remember if it was Belinda Akers or Stephanie, that I saw had done a mini album out of this paper, but I had to stay on the internet looking for it, of course. But anyway, so very pretty. And then, of course, it just continues flip, flap, flopping. But you can see where it's just, you know, burst into, no matter how you turn it, the paper still kind of coordinate. I did another pocket here with one more of the sayings, life is a mysterious garden. So I thought that was awfully pretty. I say the word pretty a lot. It's pretty. Sorry, it's like an I instead of an E. Sorry about that. Isn't that just pretty? I love the paper. Okay, of course, I haven't embellished or anything yet, but I just wanted to show you. Isn't that gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous? And then this last page, you'll notice on the front and the back, I just put single pockets so I could do some big, kind of extravagant tags sticking out and all where they won't hide the other work. And then just a little bit of cut work and all here. Isn't that cute? I'll do something here pretty. And then the back cover. So there is the start to some minis I'm going to be doing. Love the layout. Like I say, it was a hybrid of 3 or 4 different designers that I saw. One of them was Laura Dennison. She did a beautiful, beautiful book with the idea of flapping pockets. However, the binding was a little bit more of a commitment in time and architectural work that I wanted to do. So I have my cinch. You could use rings, ribbons, things like that. And I just found it was something I wanted to try. And then of course Claire's work, Kathy Order's work, Catherine on the Beach's work. I mean, just a lot of y'all I tried to take and hybrid myself a style that I like. So hope you enjoy it. Can't wait to see it finished. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let me shut off before my battery dies. Y'all have a great time. Bye bye.